If you think AI is just about asking a chatbot a question, well, you're going to want to stick around. We're diving into the next evolution, something that goes way beyond just a simple conversation. We're talking about AI agents. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi tech. People are already using early versions of these agents to get real work done. We're seeing comments just like this one popping up all over the place, where folks are finding tools that are genuinely organizing their chaotic work lives and just supercharging their productivity. This is that real-world impact that's getting everyone so excited. So yeah, we all know chatbots, we're used to them, but their next evolution, it's already here, and they're called AI agents. Okay, so what exactly makes an AI an agent? I mean, what's the big deal? How is it really any different from the assistants we already use every single day? The magic words here are autonomously and achieve goals. Think about it like this. Instead of asking an AI to write an email to Bob, you could just tell an agent, hey, schedule a meeting with Bob for next week. And bam, the agent just goes to work. It figures out all the little steps, checking calendars, writing the emails, sending the invite, all on its own. This comparison really nails the difference. An assistant is kind of like a really smart tool. It's reactive. It just sits there and waits for your next command. An agent, on the other hand, is proactive. You give it a big, complicated goal, and it breaks that goal down into smaller steps, makes a plan, and starts working, deciding what to do next all by itself. And if you look under the hood, the difference is just massive. An assistant follows a pretty simple path from your input to its response, but an agent is a whole different beast. It has a planning system to set goals, a memory to learn from what it's doing, and, this is the most important part, it decides for itself which tools it needs to use to get the job done. Let's just bust a common myth right now. Just because an AI is using a bunch of different tools or APIs, that does not automatically make it an agent. The crucial difference is who's in control. If an engineer has hard-coded a workflow, first do this, then call that API, it's just a sophisticated program. It only becomes a true agent when the AI itself is the one making the decision, thinking, for this task, I need to use the web search tool. So how do these agents actually think? Let's take a peek inside their decision-making process. A great way to think about this is to imagine the AI agent as a project manager. You don't tell a human project manager every single tiny task they need to do, right? No way. You give them the project goal and they create the plan, delegate the tasks, and manage the whole process until the goal is complete. That is exactly what an AI agent does for digital tasks. When you break it down, an agent is really built on three key pillars. You've got the model, which is the large language model that acts as the reasoning engine, the brain. Then you have a memory system for both short-term context and long-term learning. And finally, you have the tools. These are the APIs, the databases, or the code executors that allow the agent to actually take action out in the world. One of the most common ways an agent operates is through a framework called REACT. It's basically this iterative loop: reason, act, observe, and then repeat. And what makes this so powerful is that it lets the agent self-correct. If an action doesn't work out the way expected, the agent observes that failure, rethinks its strategy, and tries a whole new approach. It can adapt to unexpected problems, just like you or I would. Think of it this way. The LLM is the brain, and the tools are the hands. The brain itself can't save a file or send an email. Its job is to be the strategist. It decides what needs to be done. Then it commands the hands, the tools, to actually execute that action in the real world. Okay, that's enough theory. Let's see how this actually looks in the real world. Where are people and businesses actually using AI agents to get things done today? So these are just a few examples pulled from that Reddit thread we saw at the beginning. We're seeing agents that can join a meeting for you and automatically summarize it, like Granola. Or tools like Zivi that act as a personal Slack assistant, sorting through all the noise to find your action items. These aren't just chatbots. They are specialized agents designed to automate specific, complex workflows. And it goes way, way beyond just personal productivity. Businesses are deploying agents across all sorts of functions. I'm talking AI sales agents that can automate cold calls and book meetings, AI receptionists handling customer service 24/7, or even agents that autonomously diagnose and fix IT problems before a human even knows something is wrong. This technology is incredibly powerful, no doubt about it, and its applications are expanding like crazy. But the future of AI agents isn't all smooth sailing. There's a pretty big difference between the promise and the reality. So with all this promise, you'd expect a massive success rate, wouldn't you? Well, take a look at this number. 95%. What could that possibly be? That is the failure rate of enterprise generative AI pilots, according to a recent MIT study. It turns out building and deploying these agents effectively is incredibly hard. The hype is real, for sure, but so are the challenges, especially when you try to integrate these complex systems into how businesses already work. And the risks are significant. I mean, giving an AI agent the autonomy to act can be really dangerous. A poorly designed agent could literally delete your entire file system by mistake. They can get stuck in these costly infinite loops, raise huge data privacy concerns, and magnify the weaknesses of LLMs like hallucinations. These are serious hurdles that engineers have to overcome. As these hurdles eventually get cleared, though, the long-term impact could be profound. Research suggests that as agents take over more of the information-focused and analytical tasks, the core human skills that become most valuable might shift. Things like communication, collaboration, and empathy. Those interpersonal skills could become more important than ever. Which brings us to a final, pretty thought-provoking question. We are building systems that can plan, reason, and act all on their own. As these AI agents become more capable and integrated into our lives and our work, what does our relationship with them even look like? Will we be managing them, working alongside them as equals, or will the roles someday be reversed?